Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys three things. The first thing being my everyday foundation routine, and the second thing being a eyeshadow palette that I've never used before that I would like to try out on my channel. And number three, I am doing another inspired makeup look. So if you would like to see the products I use and the look that I recreate, then please continue to watch. Okay guys, so starting off with my eyes like I normally do, the new eyeshadow palette that I'm going to be using for you guys is by Melt Cosmetics, and it's called their Smoke Sessions palette. And when I tell you guys, I'm so excited to use this today because it's literally been sitting in my makeup area since the end of April. Long story short, when they first released this palette, I didn't catch on right away. So by the time I wanted it, it was sold out, and they didn't put it back in stock until 4/20, and it was actually gifted to me on that day. So I'm super excited to finally be trying this palette out. And I just took it out of the box, and as you can see, I haven't used it before, or I haven't used it yet. I haven't even swatched it because the plastic is still in there. But for the eyeshadow look that I'm going for today, I really want to use this right side because it's right up my comfort zone and right up my alley. But I'm going to go on the left side and use these colors because today's look is inspired by Euphoria. I just binge watched almost every episode. I think I have 2 left. I binge watched that show in like 2 days, and I just got done watching the Halloween episode, and I want to do Cassie's makeup look. I feel like everybody is doing Maddie's look with the whole bedazzled eyeliner and the little dots on the eye. So I feel like that's been done way too many times already. So I'm going to do Cassie's look. And for my transition shade, I mean, they only have 2 matte shades in this palette, which isn't spectacular, but it's better than 0. So I'm going to take Sour Diesel, which is this olive color right here, and apply that to my crease. And right off the bat, there's a little fallout, I'm not gonna lie. There's a little fallout, but that's expected with the palette. So we're just gonna keep it moving. And this is a pretty simple eye look from what I can tell. It actually reminds me of the Wild Thoughts makeup that Rihanna wore. I also did a video tutorial on that if you guys would like to see it. So yeah, just going back and forth. And what I like to do with my transition shades is I like to use it as like a contour and contour my eyeball out. And that makes it a lot easier to follow the line and make it look seamless. But yeah, it took me a minute to catch on to Euphoria. I mean, it hasn't been out that long at all, but something told me to go ahead and just start watching it the other day. I love Zendaya, so seeing her in this kind of role was kind of like, whoa, girl. But she did an amazing job in it, and I actually want to do one of her characters' looks on there as well. Because I feel like I said, I feel like everybody's focusing on Maddie's eye looks, but everybody else is killing the makeup game on there as well. I'm going to take Mean Green and apply this all over my lid with a flat, well, not a flat, but just a more dense eyeshadow brush so that I can pack on the color. So far it's looking like the matte shades have a lot of fallout, but the shimmer shades do not. It's a little fallout, but it's nowhere near as much as the fallout that I had when I used Sour Diesel in my crease. So I'm just going to pack this color on. Ooh, that's pretty. So pretty. The next shade that I want to use is this last shade, which is called Blue Dream. So I'm going to take Blue Dream and I'm going to apply that to the inner corner of my eye. And I'm using the same brush that I used before. And I just dampened it, and I'm going to apply this to the inner third of my eye. And I'm also going to, there we go, apply it to my inner corner. Ooh, that color is so vibrant. I love it. So I'm going to go ahead and apply my lashes before we do the rest of our makeup. And I'm using my Kara 415 lashes. And if you've been following me since I first started posting my makeup videos, you will know that this is one of my favorite lashes ever. And they only cost $1 because I buy them from shopnessay.com. We have our lashes applied. I'm going to go ahead and prime my face. And I've told you guys that this primer water, this 3-in-1 primer water by Wet n Wild, is probably my favorite drugstore primer at the moment. I definitely prefer the sprays versus the creams because it's easier to apply and it doesn't take as long to dry and soak into the skin. So moving on, after that, I'm going to be using my Milani 2-in-1 foundation in the shade 09 Tan. And my pump broke, so I'm just going to apply this directly to my face. Like so. And to blend this out, I'm using my L'Oreal sponge. When I'm applying foundation, using a beauty sponge is my favorite way to apply my face makeup. Every now and again, I'll revert back to a brush, but as far as coverage goes, this is what I prefer. Moving on to concealer and contour, I'm going to be using my ColourPop concealer, and I'm just going to apply some contour. I've been trying something different. I've been cream contouring, and instead of using a contour shade, I've been using a darker foundation. And the foundation I've been using is my what is this? My Maybelline foundation. So I'm just going to apply this where I like to contour at. And once I've let my concealer sit for a little bit, I'm going to blend this out. And I'm using my e.l.f. concealer brush. This is one of my favorite brushes ever. I'm back in with my L'Oreal sponge, and I'm going to blend it out even more. And make sure that this concealer is melting into my skin instead of looking like it's sitting on top. I'm going to blend that out and the concealer that I have underneath it at the same time. Just so that I get that crisp look. To set my under eyes, I'm going to use my Makeup Revolution banana powder. And then I'm taking my damp sponge and applying that directly underneath my eye. And while I'm letting that work its magic, I'm going to go ahead and set my contour as well. And I'm just going to take my e.l.f. blush brush and use my handy dandy, top broke, but this is my Wet n Wild contour palette. And as you know, this is one of my favorites ever as far as setting powder goes and the contour powder. But I also love my banana powder from Makeup Revolution, so that's why I didn't use it in this video. So I'm just going to set my contour. And I know it looks a little harsh, but when I dust away all this powder, I'm going to dust away my contour a little bit as well. Make sure everything's blended. Okay, and while that is setting in, I'm going to take my Makeup Revolution Oil Fixing Spray and just set my face real quick. And for highlighter, I'm taking my Wet n Wild highlighting palette, and I'm using, what are the shades? I'm using Blushing Azalea and Sweet Peony combined on a small fan brush. For lipstick today, I'm using my Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in the shade Self Starter, and I'm just going to apply this real quick. I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100%.